Alright, guys. DJ Guildmaster back with Samurai Greg.
What's up, guys?
We're back again. So this table looks very familiar. Me and Dave played 2 games yesterday here at the shop during 40K night. Today's our Wednesday. It's mostly our Team Yankee crowd. So me and the Samurai are playing. Still the road to Adepticon. So we decided just to grab a mission out of the book. Samurai's the defender. I'm the attacker. We're playing with the mission Escape. So, go ahead, go over your list and your deployment and stuff like that.
Okay. Well, the list I'm using today is 2 formations. I'm using a BMD.
Okay.
So I have my BMDs.
Okay.
2 units of them. I have these guys in reserve. My anti-air.
Those are that's your ambush unit.
Or the ambush unit.
Okay.
The ZDs.
Okay.
And then I have in reserve with them 5 T-64 BVs. So we're going to try them out, see what happens.
All right.
And then I have 3 T-80s for my T-80 battalion,
Okay.
also in reserves.
All right.
And then for my T-80s, it's going to be my HQ and 3 T-80s on the board.
Okay.
My recon, which isn't really going to do anything in this, but I can snipe and I got missiles, so.
Yep.
3 storms.
Okay.
And then I have some Gaskins hanging out.
Deep in the woods.
Deep in the woods. Waiting for all that juicy air stuff to come flying through.
Yeah, your FO's here. Your Carnations, your Acacias are there.
Here.
And then your battalion commander's here for them. And 2 groups of infantry are on the objectives dug in.
Right.
And their transports are over here. Your reserves will come from the backside over here. And then my army goes in the slight little sliver right here. The attacker or the defender has first turn. So we get some minefields. My ranged marker is here. I know a really good place to put it. Samurai put his there. And then my armies is the one I've been running. So I have my Harriers are off the board, and 1 group of infantry are loitering in their Hueys right now because there's not much room. So the other group is right here. They're dug in. My lads here with a set of toes. My Vals are over here. Trying to get as much cover from behind. So my Paladins are here. I have both groups of Sheridans facing to the rear with a group of Leo 1s and another group of toes.
It's just T-80s, man.
And the 64s. And then they're coming on my backside. And then I have FO here. Over on this side, I have a command of the Leos and my Stingers, which he doesn't have any air, so they're not going to do much. There's pushed as far up to the line is attack platoon. And then next to the infantry is my group of 4 Leos. And then obviously my air Cobras are hugging the center of the trees. And that's my army. He goes first. Yeah, we'll see how this goes.
Yeah.
You're not defender too often. You don't have minefields too often. So we're going to help you with the ambushing units. All right, guys. We're going to go to Soviet turn 1. And we'll be back. Okay, so that was the end of Soviet turn 1. Kind of walk us through what you did, Samurai. You knocked out some stuff and you moved around a lot.
Right. I had these BMDs came up. They actually made a cross check, got into the woods.
Mm-hmm. Knocked out 2 labs.
I moved the T-80s up, trying to get them in a little bit of cover, better position out of the way of this. 2 shot down the lane down here.
They ended up just missing the Vals over here.
Yeah, go figure.
This guy missed a shot at him.
Right, this guy.
He actually hit that guy and then bailed him. But then you ranged in your artillery, re-ranged in, caught both of those, but didn't hit them. You ranged in first attempt, though.
Yeah, which is surprising for Americans.
Or Soviets.
Or Soviets, yeah.
And then you didn't have anything come on. So we're going on to my turn 1. Let's see what we can do here. He's pushing hard already, so I'm going to try to neutralize these tanks. We'll be back. So that was American turn 1. I kind of moved the attack platoon into the crop field. Those Leos moved over. most of the strikers or the stingers moved in the woods. These guys scooted over, so more behind the trees. All these other guys held their position, waiting. Uh, these guys moved over. He took some side shots on that one T80 there and missed. These guys knocked out 2 of them. And then coupled with this guy here, knocked out 2. These guys moved over, just obliterated that poor dude. And then the 2 toes that actually had shots bailed out one of the T80s. And then our artillery ranged in, knocked out 2 storms. And that Leo in the end actually had 1 shot, knocked out Arcasia. Because of danger close with aircraft, I can't target his T-80s with my Air Cobras. So, yeah, I need to do something else with them, hopefully. We're going on to Soviet turn 2. We'll be back. So that was the end of Soviet turn 2. Samurai, what did you end up doing here? So
I ended up not bailing him back in.
Surprisingly.
That
guy did stay, though.
He did.
And then this guy, he stayed. He got back in as well. And then you started blowing some stuff up. So kind of walk us through what you ended up doing.
The Acacias came up and shot. They totally whiffed.
Yeah.
I rearranged in, tried to get down here, which would have been nice.
And then missed.
My ambush stuff, or my reserves,
did not come in yet.
Still a big empty area back here. My BMD shot, bailed one guy out down there.
Bailed one of them out. This T-80 shot, and he ended up missing these guys
again.
These T-80s pushed through that gap. And then the one here knocked out one of my paladins.
Right.
And this other guy missed. And then with the storms and your scouts, you knocked out those 2 Leo 1s over there.
So yeah, it was a
yeah. Oh, and then we realized too, his guys, they have missiles. So we had them set them back up. They fired. I actually hit one, but then I made my helicopter save. So yeah, we put them back on the board. Once he mentioned it, I'm like, yeah, they do have a Stinger missile or a SA-7.
Yeah.
And we put them on there. So
I appreciate it.
No, it's no problem. Like I said, I forgot they have it. It's weird little combo they have.
Yeah.
So we're going on to American turn 2. My jets didn't come in last time. Hopefully they come in this time. We'll be back.
I know. I hope they come in.
American turn 2. Harriers didn't come in, and I just lost an Air Cobra. So I kind of pushed up around these guys here. There's just enough big of a gap. Them with the lav in the woods that had to push up killed that last guy. These Leos kind of spaced themselves out. One had to use stabilizers and actually killed that guy in the side. This guy completely whiffed on 3s. Then these TOW 2s hit his commander, but he bounced to him and stopped it. Although I was able to use the guys inside here and call in a minefield on top of those 2 T-80s to kind of lock them in place, hopefully. My attack Humvees moved up. Actually knocked out a base with a 50 cal shot. The other Stinger went in the woods. These guys repositioned. Everyone here is holding the line, ready.
If somebody ever comes out.
When they come, it's going to be rough.
Yeah.
These guys went to knock out the commander. Or no, we went to knock out them 2 guys. So he fired his little Stinger missiles, or his SA-7s, knocked one down, and then in return, I just bailed out one. Not too good. Going on to Soviet turn 3.
Right.
So you're going to get 1 for certain.
Right.
And then you roll 3 dice. We'll be back. I think. All right, so that was the end of Soviet turn 3. That one storm ran away.
Right.
I
tried to drive through the minefield.
Tried driving through the minefield. Commander got knocked out, and this guy got rebailed.
Right.
This guy backed up. Didn't really do much. Storms fired. Didn't do anything. The big thing is, though...
the BMP.
Or the BMP.
The recall,
The recall, my bad.
The storms are dead.
And then you rolled and you brought on your T-64Bs. 2 of them shot here and missed. The other 3 blew up 3 Sheridans.
Right.
Oh, and then your artillery ranged in as well.
Yeah, and completely whiffed.
Well, no, you knocked out
yeah.
one Humvee because you have to reconfirm. You only have 2 guns left.
True. Yeah.
My turn 3. This is the problem. I knew these guys were coming in, so we'll be back. I'm gonna see if I can push on one side or kind of plug the gap over here. I need my jets to come in.
And I might be playing this too a little aggressively.
You kind of have to.
Yeah, but I mean, since I'm defending, you're the one who has to try to get up on the objective.
Yeah, you have to with your tanks. Like, them guys coming in the backfield is going to be a problem. All right, we'll be back. So, I lost 2 more Harriers. So, basically, my Harriers finally came in. All my stuff started pushing up. Infantry pushed out. Tanks kind of ran through the minefield a little bit. I'm going to start pushing on the side. This guy failed to get back in. These guys failed to blitz, just repositioned. Over here, that Sheridan made it. He drove out and around. Had to use a stabilizer, get behind, fired and missed. FO moved. These guys are moved up out of the way, although they did knock out the 2 scout vehicles. These guys fired with this guy, this Sheridan, and the toes. I only managed to bail 2 of those. I couldn't seal the deal. Infantry did assault that tank that was sticking out, knocked him out. And then the infantry firing here bailed or pinned them guys.
Mm-hmm.
That's kind of it for me. We're going on a Soviet turn. Oh, I strafed the Gaskins, hoping I would be able to get them. I lost 2 jets going in, and I just bailed them. I kind of wish that chain gun was a strength 4 or firepower 4.
Right.
All right, so going on to Soviet turn 4. Okay, so that was Soviet turn 4. Last year reserves came on.
Right.
T-80s rolled up, fired in the woods and knocked out 3 Sheridans. One guy failed to get back in. He kind of drove out, knocked out another Humvee, and then those ones knocked out 2 Leo 1s. Right. So that unit's got us to check. T-80 moved up, knocked out or bailed out artillery, and then your heavier RPGs knocked out both lavs. These guys got kind of pulled back. They failed to unpin. And then you tried ranging in here and didn't range in. Is there anything else that we're forgetting?
No.
Okay. Yeah, like it's. One guy got in, one didn't, but they made their leadership.
Right.
So we're going on to American turn 4. I'm in a lot of trouble. Losing Sheridan's pretty bad. I have a lot of stuff that has to take leaderships.
Fill a few, please.
Yeah. Try not to. I'm probably going to have to bring up my airborne here in a second. See what I can do. All right, guys. We'll be back. Camera. So you have to repel me. So you have to have no enemy units within 8 inches of both objectives.
8 inches, okay.
So it's kind of hard to repel in all reality.
Yeah.
But like you're doing a number on my backfield right now.
But yeah, that
like if you would have come in earlier in the turn, earlier in the game,
yeah.
It's better for you because then you could really start knocking stuff out. And then honestly, you could park along that back and not really give me side shots and just keep pumping rounds in.
Right.
You kind of had to move up to get into me.
Yeah.
And that. Well, let's see what's going to happen.
Yeah. Right.
So basically, my infantry moved up through the woods, fired some laws and missed. These guys moved up, exposing myself to these guys, but they did knock out those 2. My Leos had to kind of string out so I could get within side shot of him. Knocked him out. The other Leo did fire and knocked out an RPG base. This guy got back in and drove up. These guys just bailed out another T-80. That guy was side shot, bailed out a T-80. This guy here, the Sheridan, he stayed. The other one ran away. He knocked out one with a shot to the side. And then those 2 those TAs too close to shoot at because of the angle. So they actually hit him and bailed him out. Although I do think we'll have to check out what your T80 company's left of.
Right.
Because they might be running or they might be good.
Yeah.
And I kind of drove over here, rearranged an artillery, pinning the infantry. I bailed out the middle Acacia with my attack Humvees.
Mm-hmm.
And I kind of came over here, knocked out a gasket, and bailed the other one with my chain gun. And these guys didn't even shoot. So we're down to it. We're going on to Soviet turn 5. Okay, that was Soviet turn 5. So your TAs are in danger, but
yeah,
they pulled it out. Them guys remounted, so they're good. And then these guys remounted, so they're good. One T80 failed to remount. You did knock out that one Leo, so these other 4 Leos are running away this turn.
I can get with that a little too late. But
yeah, you did knock out another tow Humvee. You missed these 4. Shooting wise, you did pin the infantry and knock a base out.
Mm-hmm.
It's coming down to the wire.
Yeah.
So I really need to push. Maybe try to assault this infantry, or if I can pin them. We're going on to American turn 5.
Right.
I got to pull some vehicles off. I got to do a lot of leaderships. Honestly, my airborne's still in good spirits. Because I have like them and the other guys coming on the board.
Right.
And that's going to be all I can do for right now. All right, we'll be back.
No one's posted anything.
Okay, so that was the end of American turn 5. I dropped my aircraft in. They fired, hit the guys 3 times. These guys moved up, knocked out the vehicle, but the commander survived. And then these guys fired, pinning them finally. Infantry failed to unpin, but they did fire their laws, believe it or not, and actually hit and knocked that guy out. I forgot to shoot them, but it's okay. He fired and bailed out, but the guy made it save the gasket. Again. But then the Harriers knocked out the other 2 Acacias, which with this guy here getting a nice back shot and knocking out another T80, they're going to run.
Right.
And these T64s, I hit them with like 5 laws, or no, 5 tow 2s, and I cannot pierce them, man.
Yeah.
I'm just bailing them. I can't either he equals it, and I just can't hurt him. So we're going on to Soviet turn 6. I think this is going to be a draw because I have stuff all within 8s.
Right.
And none of my stuff's about ready to break at all.
No.
We'll see. We'll play out the round, see what happens, and then we'll be back. All right, so that's Greg ended up calling it. These guys failed to unpin. If they had unpinned, they could maybe get these guys to lift off.
Right.
And then maybe with the Hail Mary, knock out most of them in that one base, because then that would clear this objective of 8. And this guy here could they can get rid of them, and that would Greg would be able to win. Him losing his T80s didn't help, although all of his T64s got back in and are fine.
Yeah.
You played it really well, Greg. You really did. So this is definitely a draw. I'm gonna concede it to you though, because like I still had to try to get guys off the board.
Yeah.
The only thing that kind of hurt you, and it's not even your fault, was if your tanks would have came in early, you really could have really started like blasting the back end. And I'll be honest, I left a lot of stuff back there to kind of deal with you.
Right.
And the Sheridans, you went right through both groups, and then them toes went right through. You went right through them.
Right.
And then the Leos all got mulched. But I mean, there's nothing I could do about that.
Yeah. The reserves just took too long to get on.
Mm-hmm. The minefield slowed me down a good bit. By the time I was able to start like really knocking stuff out, like I only got so far. The T80s I got lucky with. Minefield actually killing 2 of them.
Right. Yeah, that
helped. Um, I don't know. What do you think of the T-64Bs? This is the first time running them.
I like them. I almost like them better than I do the T80s.
Now those ones are cheaper than T80s.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Let's see where my card's at.
The T80 for you is what, 11 points or 10 points or something?
They're 10 points. 22 points for 3 of them for the T80s.
So, okay.
T64B BVs, it's 16 points for 3 of them.
So that's 6 points cheaper.
Yeah.
That's a lot in Soviet terms.
I mean,
So what's 22 points worth of T-64 BVs?
4. So I'm getting an extra BV.
You're getting a whole other tank.
Yeah.
And it's still got front armor 18. I think you have that heavier reactive, so you're what,
16 on the sides.
16 on sides. Front armor 18, right?
Right.
That's still really good.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's not bad. You're getting one more tank. So, and they have advanced stabilizer. They have the gun.
Yeah. It's literally the same gun.
Yeah, I would almost. Yeah, I'd probably go with them, the BVs. Honestly.
Yeah. I could give them a missile.
I might as well not even worry about it.
To me, giving the missiles to any of the Soviet tanks is.
Yeah, 6 points is a lot though.
Yeah.
That's cheaper than. What do you think of this mission as the defender? Because usually because you're Soviet, it always feels like Soviets never really are the defenders too often.
I didn't think I had too much of a problem. It was just,
Mm-hmm.
It
was something new though, right?
Yeah, it was something new. I didn't mind it at all.
Okay.
Like I said, the reserves, if I would have gotten them maybe a turn in earlier.
Yeah, because then you would have stopped my Leos from pushing forward as much as they did. Even though I had to leave the one group back there for you. And they were just a QRF to where, like, if once you start pushing forward, then I could just move over and get side shots. Like the one guy did, but then he didn't even firepower him. It was bad.
Yeah. Maybe if the tanks would have come on sooner, I could have put them on one flank and just rolled up a flank.
Could have.
All the tanks on one side.
Yeah, because you could anvil me between the minefields and your tanks.
Yeah.
Because you could just, the first turn, you could just literally pull onto the board, like go right along the edge and just shoot stuff.
Right.
And not really worry about me getting the side shots.
Yeah.
And then, like, you can kind of just start pumping shell after shell into me. Thinking about this, too, if you would end up dropping all those T-80s, which you have, what, 7 of them?
Yeah.
That's a lot more T-64 BVs if you made a full company of just them.
Yeah, because that was, let's see, 7 I had on the board?
Yeah, so you had 2 groups of 3 in a command.
So that's 44, 52 points.
Yeah.
52 points could get me another 9 T-64.
So that's another, that's like...
Because none of them were worth 52.
Wow, so you would get essentially 2 more... And if you built your list, like, to take advantage of the discount until you... Because there's usually a discount for tanks. Once you hit 5, that's when the discount goes away.
Yeah.
So, like, if you would just keep it at... You could probably almost fit 10 if you build it right.
Yeah.
So you would end up having 15 T-70 or T-64 BVs.
Because it would, if I run them in units of 3, that would have been 48. And what we say the HQ was like 6.
Something like that.
So 54 points would get me 10 of them.
Wow.
Compared to 76 points.
Oh wow.
For 10.
So yeah, that's good. It's definitely something to think about.
Right.
Yeah, that was a good game. It was definitely rough for me. Pushing, I was able to at least get to one of the objectives, so to speak.
Yeah.
And then kind of clear all your little stuff. My air just was not effective this game. But hey, it is what it is. Maybe hold them off my Hueys, or maybe I should march my infantry It's hard to figure out what I want to do with them. But I
I'm
like.
kind of like the same way when I like have them out in the open. If I'm the attacker and I don't have them in, do you know
Mm-hmm.
rush them and blitz them?
Yeah.
Run the 8.
Yeah, I don't know. All right, guys, we're gonna get going. This is the Guildmaster with the Samurai. Uh, Till next time, we'll see yins. Make sure you check out. Well, I fixed the Etsy store, so shipping's not retarded. Um, so yeah, just check it out. We got some novelty shirts. We're getting some stuff up there soon. Some hobby stuff. Uh, Till next time, guys. We'll see yins later.
See ya soon. Peace out.
Peace.